slide release is ambidextrous on both sides. The safety is ambidextrous on both sides.
The Nintendo Zapper Ruger LCP. My Wolverine LCP2.
This is a variant of the gun that John Wick used in John Wick 1. He used a P30L, so it's a little bit longer.
But you can see the 38 Special along the top. And it looks like it did almost as much damage as the 38 Special, even though the bullet's only about half the size.
Shoot her! Yes! For science.
Oh!
What I'm saying is that it should be normative within our culture for men to carry a satchel like it was in Indiana Jones's day. Oh.
Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're out here on the gun range today. Ryan and I are having a blast out here so far.
Literally!
This is my friend and pastor. He has brought some crazy guns with us to review today. Yeah. This is an H&K P30.
Yes. So this is an HK P30. It's obviously HK's German company, and comes standard with night sights. It's a polymer gun, but it does have the hammer on the outside, which is one of the things I really like about it. Just because I like to be able to have the control of decocking the hammer, which you can't get with a Glock or a Canic or a VP9, something like that.
Yeah, which is funky because it kind of looks like it should be a striker-fired pistol, not a hammer-fired pistol.
Well, and they do have a variant that's called the VP9 that is.
Oh, yeah. My best friend William is really excited about that gun.
Yes. So, comes with night sights, 3-dot, and then, unlike the last couple guns we shot, it does have a safety on the outside, no grip safety,
it looks like it's got a
no blade
ambidextrous safety there.
It is, with this gun, they want it to be ambidextrous, so everything is ambidextrous. The slide release is ambidextrous on both sides. The safety is ambidextrous on both sides. This also has a neat little feature that some of the HKs have. This little button here will, if I take it off of safe, decock the hammer so that it'll fall on the bullet without firing. This, as a safety feature, similar to the Springfield XDs, if there was a bullet in here, this little fin would pop out and be a bullet indicator.
Yeah, that seems to be more of a common thing in guns these days, which I like.
Yeah, you can tell if
when
it's
it sticks out, all you got to do is you can just move your finger over it and you can tell that it's loaded and ready to go, which is nice.
Yeah, if this is loaded and chambered sitting on the counter, I can tell because I can see that fin. Now, these do not come standard with this compensator. I got this compensator and added it on. It's kind of nice. It just goes onto the accessory rail at the bottom.
That's awesome.
And it has another accessory rail on the bottom if you want to add a flashlight or anything, but I picked this up.
It also makes it look like a Tomb Raider gun.
Yeah, it looks like a Tomb Raider gun, or this is a variant of the gun that John Wick used in John Wick 1. He used a P30L, so it's a little bit longer, and he had a custom compensator on it kind of like this, which is what made me aware of the H&K years ago, and I was like, well, I want to be John Wick. So I went out and got it.
It's also got the finger grooves on it, which I happen to like.
Yes, and it does have modular panels like we were talking about in the previous video with the Glock.
Oh, you can change them out?
On the sides and the back.
Nice.
Yeah, so you want a fat boy, you can have a fat boy. You want a skinny boy, you can have a skinny boy. So I find these are a little more expensive, but the German engineering is well felt in this. It is really well put together. Everything is smooth. So
how much does that gun run for?
This right now, post-COVID, you could be paying $800 plus.
That's without the compensator.
Yes. If you can get one for $700 range, that's pretty good. I have seen them go for $800 in COVID times, but MSRP is probably around low sevens. If I had to guess, I don't have Gun Broker in front of me right now, but it comes with...
is this a 9?
This is a 9mm.
Okay.
It comes with two 15-round magazines, so a little bit bigger than some of the other guns, but not as big as, say, a Canic. But yeah, it's...
I would think with the size of that magazine, that could hold 17 rounds.
You'd think, but 16. And it's all metal compared to like the Glock mags, which are polymer. And you can get extended magazines. I have an extended magazine for this that holds 20. Jeez. So, but yeah, the thing that is interesting about it is the trigger, because the trigger is really well put together, very clean. But unlike a lot of modern polymer handguns, it has a lot of uptake before you get to the wall. So it basically, if someone is shooting this for precision, they pull it back, they find the wall. The wall is very easy to find. It's not something you have to guess at, and then
like there's a lot of take up.
There's a lot of take up, but then it's crisp. It's a really crisp trigger pull. So
that's a ridiculous amount of take up.
Well, I mean, some people would like it, though. It has a lot of control versus another gun like a SIG, where you might pull, and it's like, okay, the take-up isn't there, but I am meeting the same amount of resistance to get to the wall.
So
it's
then,
just
like,
you have to
where
pull
is it?
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the guns that really grind my gears, is where you don't have the crisp wall, and then you're just kind of like, where is it, where is it, where is it, where is it, where is it?
I used to have a SIG, what was it? Anyway, it was in 40. I think it was a 320 or something like that. But the thing I didn't like about it was the trigger. I couldn't find the take-up or anything like that. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it. And so I was like, this is an overpriced paperweight, and I got rid of it, and I picked up a different gun. So, but yeah, I've had this for probably 5 years, and I really
Now, you
like it.
mentioned that the back strap and all this stuff in here was interchangeable. How many different ones does it come with?
It comes with 3 different sets, but the nice thing is that, let's say I want a little more grip on this side than on this side, I can put a plate from one and a plate from another set. So I could have 1, 2, 3 different plate sets all
So when
on
you're
it.
saying 3 different sets, it actually comes with 9 pieces.
It comes with 9 pieces,
That's
3 different
pretty cool.
sets. So
Yeah.
you have 3 variations.
Total
with each set.
customization of the grip. That's pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah,
So
Mix
if
and
I don't
match,
like
make
the
it your
grip
own.
on that one, it's because it's been custom made for Ryan's hand and not
pretty
mine.
much. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to gripe about the grip whatsoever. So anyway, let's see how it shoots.
Alrighty.
We're at about 10 yards.
Which is
Ah, it's mocking me. Well, I killed its brother.
Yeah.
That's about 10 yards, you
That
said?
little one there on the right just doesn't want to get hit.
No
You
matter
said that was
what we
about
shoot
10
at
yards,
it.
right?
10
Okay.
yards, yeah.
One of the things that's I forgot to mention that is interesting about this too is that American guns and European guns, there's one thing that's really different between them, like across the board, with the exception of some of the Russian variants, is that most of the time your magazine release is a button. Americans like buttons. Germans like levers. So it's actually by the the magazine release is actually a fin right here on the trigger guard.
I'll be danged. Is that on both sides?
Yes, it's ambidextrous. And so one of my friends who doesn't shoot much picked this up, and actually, because he just couldn't get used to that fin, he dropped the magazine after every shot.
Oh.
Because he would have his hand like here, and I would try and tell him, move your hand up, and he'd be like, okay, bang, drop,
Yeah.
every time.
Definitely something to consider for people that are thinking about buying this gun. I know various guns can cause people to drop the magazine depending on where the magazine release button is.
Public service announcement, don't buy a Kimber Micro 9.
What's wrong with the Kimber Micro 9?
Every time you pull the trigger, the magazine drops out.
Oh, well, that could be a problem.
Like,
I've
when-
actually heard good things about those guns, but I've never shot one.
I owned one as my conceal and carry piece for a while, and when I would pull the trigger, I would even like do this just to test it. Finger, like hand, not even anywhere near the button, bang, drops the mag,
Wow.
which is not good. Now
that's
they
pretty
were aftermarket mags, but even then. So anyway,
Well, back in the day, aftermarket mags were terrible. I
well,
had some for
this
my Beretta,
wasn't
and I thought it was the Beretta's problem because it just wouldn't shoot.
this wasn't back in the day. This was like 8 months ago.
Oh, okay.
So you want to give it a run?
All right.
All right.
Oh, actually, I really like that grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grip is freaking nice.
Get Wicky with it. You got to chamber it.
Oh, right. Oh, the slide is nice, too.
Yeah, it's smooth. Shoot her! Yes!
Got them both.
That little one felt your wrath.
Yeah.
Very well
Not
done.
bad. Okay, so thoughts. The recoil on this is nice. It's very, very manageable. This piece in the front might have something to do with that. I'm not entirely sure. The trigger is really weird. It's like squeezing one of those stress balls.
A little bit.
Yeah, until you get to the take-up point. But once you get there, holy
Beauty.
smokes, it is freaking sweet. So this part is like really, I can't describe it any other way than a stress ball. It's just really squishy.
Spongy.
Yeah, but when you get there, the wall is so nice. Like Ryan was saying earlier, you can just squeeze right here, find the wall super easy, and then release. And it gives you a really nice shot every time.
The only downside that I found to this gun compared to other guns in my collection is that This one checks all the boxes unless you want to shoot fast. Because there's so much take up, it does take an extra fraction of a second to fire off the shots really quick. Or at least it can.
I would think that when you hit it there,
You'd find the reset
and then the reset.
isn't bad,
Oh, I see.
but there's still going to be some take up.
Let's get a shot of that. Okay, so this is weird from the opposite angle, but the trigger, you got that spongy squeeze, and then the brake, and then when you release, there's the reset. But then you got to squeeze that spongy section again
Yeah.
to get back to the wall. So I can see how that would be a little annoying.
Very accurate, but not great for speed.
Yeah. But, I mean, with a little practice and you get used to it,
Oh, yeah.
I actually really like this gun.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
might
yeah.
be my favorite gun that we've shot so far.
Yeah.
I really, really like the grip. The grip is like custom made.
Wes, you liked a gun better than a Glock.
Yeah.
Hallelujah!
I don't know if I carry this one, though, just because of how beefy it is, but I mean, you could get it without this piece.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
It's,
It actually just attaches with hex screws.
yeah.
It's very easy to attach and remove.
But I mean, here's the thing about carrying concealed. I mean, the grip may feel nice, but you can see how fat that is. So it'd be pretty kind of hard to carry that in your pants.
But
And
you
up
can-
here, you're also talking about this is basically a full-size double-stack gun.
And remember, the panels can come off though
Right.
too. But you can't do anything about the slides width.
Right. And why would you want to change the panels when you got such a nice grip on it?
Yeah.
It actually looks like this piece is different than this piece, isn't it?
Might be. I just remember going with what was more comfortable.
Yeah.
I just kept switching
and
around.
it is
so I was happy.
really comfortable. I don't know if Ryan and I have the same hands or what, but I mean, my hand just settles into this gun. It's freaking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's sweet. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't so freaking chunky, I would probably want this as my concealed carry piece. Even though the trigger on it is funky, I don't like shooting shots really, really fast. The reset could be gotten used to very, very easily. I mean, you just saw I was a pretty good shot with it. I mean, right out of the gate. This thing's awesome.
Well, and they do make a shorter variant
They make
for
one with like a shorter barrel.
for conceal and carry. It's called the P30 SK.
And how much shorter is the barrel?
Comes to about there. And then I think the grip is a little shorter.
Oh
too.
no.
No, we don't have the money for that sort of thing right
Okay.
now. But
Responsibility.
yeah, this thing is awesome. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. And the only things that I would have a beef with would be the magazine release, just because it's kind of funky. If you can see right here, I can't even get my thumb.
No. But
To the
see,
magazine release.
Here's the beauty, and it's one of those things you just get used to. I can actually drop the mag out of this faster than any of my other guns.
How's that?
You don't use your thumb. The
me
finger
try
just you're used to having your finger here for the trigger. It just slips to here. That's it. It's actually, for me, it's faster than any other gun. Once you get used to it.
Eh.
Well, maybe not for everybody. But whenever I have to remove it with the button, I always have to move my hand
Okay,
around the gun.
yeah.
On this one, is just,
Once you got that spot,
yep.
I don't know, because then I just accidentally hit the safety, which could be another issue. I think for me, I would just turn it sideways like this and release it. But
Just get used to it.
yeah.
Go ahead and do the sign off, Wes.
Okay. Anyway, really, really awesome gun. If you get a chance, you should check it out. That thing is freaking sweet. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.